the Fulani terrorists and other terrorists in the Sahel crossing over to Nigeria. If I say Nigeria Republic just tell them, say, if you go Nigeria, they go Nigeria, no stop. If you stop here in a fight. So Nigeria has come back there to say, hey, come on. I don't understand everything he said, but I saw him then. I'm like, okay, big brother. Now don't go back with your tail, with your tail between your legs and say, come, forget about all those rounds last year. We're still brothers, you say.
De la musique principale des forces armées nigériennes, de section d'honneur du bataillon parachutiste, aux autres du lieutenant Yager Babakar, chef de peloton, 3e compagnie parachutiste, et de voir mon général.
Mun zo don mu haɗa kai, mun tabbatar mu sojoji ba 'yan siyasa ba ne. Aikin da muke yi na tsaro ne, maganganun da muka zo muka yi yau, inda za mu haɗa kai mu ƙara tsaron kasashenmu guda biyu. Mun san cewa Nigeria da Niger 'yan uwa ne. Tun ba yau ba muna aiki tare, muna hulɗa tare, muna training tare. To shine muka ga cewa ya kamata an dan daɗe ba mu samu zo mu yi magana tare ba, mun tabbatar cewa wannan magana da muka yi zai sa mu ci gaba da aiki tare. A gaskiya magana ta wuce. Yau yadda muka zauna tun da safe, in ka tuna mun zo tun da safe muka zauna, maganganun da muka yi mun duba duk abubuwan da suka faru tun daga da har yau, tun daga shekaran da ya wuce zuwa yau. Muka ga kuma ya kamata mu ci gaba da hulɗa da muke yi da kafin wannan matsalar ta shigo tsakani da mutane suka zo aka ɗauki mutane suna so su kawo mana sabani tsakaninmu. To mun ga cewa yin rashin magana yana sa abun na yaduwa, shi yasa muka ce yau ya kamata mu zo mu zauna so da mu gane mu juna cewa tsakaninmu babu faɗa tsakaninmu. Akwai mutanen da muka san cewa suna so su kawo mana tashin hankali tsakaninmu. Su a ganin su in akwai tashin hankali abin da suke so kenan. To mu kuma mun san mu ɗaya ne, ba za mu bar su wannan abin ya faru ba. Muna son mu ci gaba da aiki yadda kasashen mu biyu za su samu zaman lafiya.
Matsalar tsaro na daga cikin abubuwan da ke cin waɗannan kasashen ko a ƙwarya.
Haka.
A lokacin wannan ziyara ta ko akwai wani shiri da kuke neman yi na haɗin gwiwa domin tunkarar matsalar tsaro da tabbatar wa al'umma na Nijar da Najeriya cewa a yau da Najeriya da Nijar sun haɗe wuri ɗaya domin
I'll save you all the stress of what they are saying. It's just kind of telling all of us that, they are working together with their Nigerian counterparts to bring peace and all of that nonsense. Baba, in the last 4 months, Interpol, all over the world, they have been going after these daredevils, cultists. I think it's called Black Axe. Yeah, Black Axe cultists. Ake. I think that's what you call the Ake, the Black Axe cults. So they have been looking for them all over the world. I'm not talking about those ones who are just from Nigeria now. I'm talking about from they have raided about 15 countries. And they've arrested over 300 Black Axe cultists all over the world. I don't know if this has anything. The video I'm about to show you now, if it has anything to do with that. It was around the time I was kind of following the story up, following it to, they've been to South Africa, they've been to the UK, they've kind of picked a lot of them up even in Canada and all that. But this guy said, come to think of it, what exactly is the benefit of cultism? You as a Nigerian in Nigeria, what exactly is that benefit of cultism? Is it the benefit that you could get killed, wasted, like you are nothing? I bet this one is a cultist turned evangelist.
Ẹ ti ẹ jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà kan fragan ti ẹ̀ post nǹkan gidi ń pa wa kó tẹ̀ post pé nǹkan kọ́ estate nǹkan ra plane náà kí Nàìjíríà kan fúráyé post òkú mọ́ náà kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ tí ò ní secrecy kò sí nǹkan tí Nàìjíríà kan fúrá ò mọ̀ ń pa wa gbogbo nǹkan tó ń lọ pátápátá ní Nàìjíríà kan fúrá ti mọ̀ nínú gbogbo rọ́ọ̀sì pátápátá ibi tẹ́ ti máa mọ̀ pé ojú ti là nìyẹn ojú ti là náà kí là ń tà fúnra táwọn price ara tá kàn ń para bí ẹni tó pẹ̀ràn kí ló dé ẹgbẹ́ tí ò ní security tàdé ń para wa kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gan ẹni tó bá ṣe ẹ kó fẹ́ yẹ ẹgbàádùn náà ẹni tó bá ṣàlóra kó fà lóra ẹgbàádùn ẹni tó bá ṣàyè kó fà yẹ ẹgbàádùn náà ojú ọ̀run tẹ ẹ fò láì farakanra kẹ́níkálùkù ṣe tiẹ̀ náà ẹ jẹ́ kẹ́níkálùkù ṣe tiẹ̀ náà kí là ń tà fúnra wa táwọn price ara wa tá a dẹ̀ sọ pé no price no pay a dẹ̀ ń wára wa kí a dẹ̀ ń para wa tá a ti mọ́ra wa a mọ́ra wa náà a dẹ̀ ń para wa ẹ jẹ́ kí nàìjà confra post nǹkan gidi nípa àwa náà jẹ́ ká mọ̀ nǹkan tá à ń ṣe kí nàìjà confra gan tiẹ̀ post nǹkan gidi nípa wa kó post pé nǹkan kọ́ estate nǹkan ra jet nǹkan ra plane kó yẹ post òkú mọ́ kí ló dé ẹ ká mọ̀ nǹkan tá à ń ṣe o ojú ti là o no price no pay kí là ń tà fúnra wa tá à ń price ara wa ẹ má yẹ ká price ara wa mọ́ ẹ má yẹ ká price ara wa mọ́ èwo ń wéré.
Thank you, Jare Evangelist Stevie Wonder. So the young man there, I believe he's a cultist. And then he's also an evangelist. Evangelizing, why are you killing yourselves? Killing yourselves in court war. Beheading yourselves. Telling yourselves that no price, no pay. If you no price, you no go pay. You don't price today, you go pay. This is 2024, Baba. At the age of 45, she will court, it will I've been over 2 a year for a fair. But this is 2024. At the age of 45. At the age of 40, you are still there. You and yellow beret. Abi Alora. At the age of 40, bro. What are you doing with your life for real? So that is what the evangelist is preaching. Nigeria has one of the deadliest group of cultists. And they only have power over themselves. They kill themselves over alcohol. They kill themselves over women. They kill themselves over sports. They kill themselves just like to prove supremacy. Only to still end up wallowing in the abject poverty that the system created. Waste life. So if any of you have anything at all to kind of reason, right? Una be deadliest cultists in Nigeria. Yet, kidnappers, terrorists, and they chase your papa, chase your mama out of there, from their farms, from their villages. Yet, una no fit put together all these resources, form an army, and call yourself the court army of libertados. Or rather, they will kill themselves, cut themselves, behead themselves, put the head of human being in a sack, dump it on top of the bridge, just to show that the accounting score. Listen to that, brother. And finally, someone asked this to remind us all that, indeed, if you are still wondering if it is true or not, you are ready, not sliding into dictatorship. You are right, rolling and jumping in a dictatorship, not a democracy. Listen to this, Prof.
Very quite unfortunate, because the truth about it is that Nigeria is passing through a very difficult phase. There is lack of tolerance. What we are having is not a democratic government. What we are having is civilian dictatorship in all phases. Everybody in any area that you are in control of politically, you try to be anarchic. And that is the unfortunate development. That particular thing you are seeing is a political intimidation. How dare you challenge the victory? I put that victory in question mark. How dare you challenge the victory of the governor? And as far as they are concerned, the governor is the Alpha and Omega. A person whose word must be obeyed, whose political action must be obeyed. Somebody who can speak and no other person can say no. He is His Excellency.
And of course, some of those people, I mean, he mentioned some names, but obviously we don't have any evidence to indict those people. But potentially some of those people in that attacking mob are the kind of people who either are or will become politicians and who could one day get elected. And those are the people your group is trying to prevent from getting into office.
Exactly, because what they are doing is that they are learning, they are undergoing political tutelage in violence, political tutelage in lack of tolerance, political tutelage in the way politics cannot be played. It is a show of might. If you are not with us, we'll betide you. That is the time. And it paints a grim picture. That is what we are trying to do. We have looked at it from left, from right, and we say that something must be done. We can't keep quiet. This is not a case of if you can't beat them, you join them. No, we will keep on fighting.
So tell us in that regard about COPDEM, which is the Coalition for the Protection of Democracy. I understand it's a sort of political action group.
Yes, it is a political action group. You know, COPDEM was formed when we started seeing the way things are going, and when we decided to, and told ourselves, look, we must take our destiny into our hands. And we decided to come together. And the COPDEM was as a result of, you know, before then, there was the obedient movement. And
well, presumably there still is
yes,
the obedient
there is,
movement.
there, yes,
Right.
yes. And we came together, about 46 group of them, and so many. We came together, decided to form this COPDEM. And as the name implies, it is the Coalition for the Protection of Democracy, because we are afraid that democracy is dying. What we are having is no longer democracy. If you go out and you ask children, what are you, the people will tell you, there is loss of hope. But COPDEM is here to preach hope, to keep on fighting and striving to see whether it is still possible for us in our own particular way to bring about change. It is that particular...
Let's be poor. Breathe. Don't suffocate them. We have that responsibility.
We have that responsibility. Remember that. So they formed what they called COPDEM. I've been a COPDEM to save democracy, because they can see that democracy is dying in Nigeria. You don't have any democracy. And something where you get, you go talk, say you they lose. What you have has always been a unitary system. A lot of you are just waking up to that reality. And the shock seems to be like hard for some of you to take. And that's why you probably will continue to think you can save that contraption. No, you can't. And I'm always going to be here to remind you. Keep trying. I like people who try, though. Like, you know, I don't like people who just be like, yeah, that's it. I'll keep reminding you. So thank you so much, everyone. This is where I am going to draw my own curtain. And we can take calls this evening. You have a chance to add your own voice to this chat this evening. Or if you really have to go, like the broadcast, share it, and maybe even subscribe onto this channel if you haven't already. And then those who are still staying are going to be here. You know what to do. Pick up the phone, and the number to call will appear or is already on your screen. +447706922321. Just that. And I'll be back in a minute or two. And that is me back. See, it's a quick one. I have my first caller tonight. Hello.
Hello, Maigun Baba.
How are you today again? Now
Lafia lo, lafia kalau ya kake.
Lafia kalau alhamdulillah. Yaya mata, yaya aiki.
Aiki lafiya, mata lafiya, amma aiki kwana biyu babu aiki.
Mandala, alhamdulillah.
Kwana biyu babu aiki.
Mandala. Aiki fulani. So,
No. Kwana biyu, I say kwana biyu babu aiki. 2 days no work. I
said
recover first.
for you. Thank God.
I dey recover first.
Bless you.
I just had my surgery last week Thursday, so I'm on recovery mode right now.
Okay, recovery.
Yeah, that's why I've been here lately. That's why I've been calling it lately.
Well, you've I mean 2 nights in a row now. You've been a first caller as well.
Yeah.
Anyway,
here
we are, Baba.
Yeah, Maigun. You see, that is what the contraption is causing. The lady that was talking, Tony, called poison and Igbo.
Called poison.
I mean, yeah, called poison Yoruba and Benin. Ori ẹ ló dàrú. Well, I no go blame her, and at the same time, wèrè ló ń ṣe wèrè ẹ̀. Because now waiting APC, Tifnubu and in gang, now waiting they carry come where we say all of them don't buy be that.
You know. And
if you are living abroad and you still have that kind of mindset, you still have that kind of thinking in you. I mean, ó yẹ kó máa gbé nínú àwọn èèyàn tó wà sane bẹ́ẹ̀, you need to go back. Like a lot of them don't even need to be around here. They need to be in that same Nigeria kọjọ máa pò ń bẹ́ẹ̀. Torí na where dem dey tó jẹ́ pé àwọn wèrè tó kó jọ tó ń ṣòfìorí tó ń ṣèranù káàkiri. How una go comot? I enter one life today where I dey hear some people dey discuss say the lady is not wetin why excuse say the lady is not okay. They've confirmed that the lady is mentally ill. She's on medicine. The lady where I've been go that life, she won't bring me up. I say no, bring me up, because if I come up here, I go scatter everybody for years. I go scatter everywhere. Just leave me as I did, because I won't really long man in new life here. I won't really match funny. Now them they plenty for that life. I just tell her, I say, madam, just leave me as I did here. My the type, because this will the way they talk. If I just come up now, in Papa I go first insult, because it get persuade talk say na politician. Now then cause all these things. The same guy we talk say the lady is healed, kinikon, he used to go to her life. Now the same person come talk say, why would he be blaming that thing on politician? This, that. Man, ni Anthony Noruko. Moni Anthony ni Moni Anthony is it like you are just mad? I don't know. I don't understand. Or you are just practicing it, because this is what the politician, this is what APC and their gang and Tifnubu and the rest, this is what they brought.
Since
we know these things that we know that these things have been there, but they were like underground. People don't really
like this.
Yeah, it was never weaponized, but because of their own political gain, they brought it. And a lot of people have said way worse than what this lady has said.
Yes.
A lot of people from APC, people supporting APC. When I went to that guy's profile and I looked at him, I see Tifnumbu Monia, and he lives abroad. From there, I just come back. I can't look and say, Anthony, I type him there, Anthony, it shall not be well with you. My last accident, if not that you are mad, why would you come up here? You are making up excuses for what people like you, because I've went back to your profile, I've seen what I've seen. People like you are the people that have been promoting this nonsense. Here you are saying it's not the politician. Why is this person that just spoke? Why is he trying to blame everything on the politician? If not the politician, then who? Which kind people be this? This is if these people have senses, For those people that are still sitting on the fence, if you have senses that you are using, Teba Lock Poloni, all of you to understand that this Nigeria, they are just forcing it to make it one.
You get
everybody, make everybody packing Kaya they go. I mean,
when I told you, remember when I told people then that the danger that the Ronukus represent is beyond whatever political gain they are going to make from this tribal, ethnic incitement and hatred and here and there. I said they might make you think hating the Igbos is all this is all about, but you will discover that it will tear you and your families apart. It will create an everlasting, destroyed families. And I started giving the instance. I said, if you are an Igbo person watching Mayegun, and somehow you tune in and you hear me talking about the Ronukus, firing them and the rest of them, and somehow you think, I am doing so because I love you so much. So I said it on this, but I said, you must be deluded to think like that, because I am speaking directly to the bigots from my own tribe and my race. They are seeing the enemies that they want them to see, right? But when the politics is dead, what about families, intermarried families, the children produced from all these marriages, these unions? What will be their lot with the narrative these guys are pushing? So when they are done with what they want you to believe now, the Igbos, then they come back to those of you who think you are untouchable. And it didn't take long, Ahmed, before they started saying, if your mama, your papa no be Yoruba, you are third class, fourth class, fifth class, 10th class in Yoruba land. So and I said, there is nothing like trying to pander to the Igbos. Igbos does not need anybody's pity. They should be able to fight their battle. They've proved it many times. Speaking out against bigot from your tribe is to actually protect whatever is left of that your heritage too, because bigots who are bigoted because of politics, they will destroy everything, including family lines, and they're already doing it. Go on, Ahmed.
But Mayegun, you see, like I said, like for my TikTok, most of my followers on my TikTok, they are from the north, and most of them are soldiers from the north, because of some kind of videos that I made that went viral sometimes back, and like they were sharing it in their groups. The military were like sharing it in their, because I was speaking for them things that they cannot come on social media to say. So they were posting that. Probably some of their officers can even see it, and probably, some things can change, but which they are not even changing. But I told them, look, and we used to have discussion on that group. I said, look, let me tell you this thing. Even Aminu Kano said it. He said, an ce Najeriya ƙasa ɗaya, amma fa kowa da gidan ubansa, ko kuma kowa ya san gidan ubansa, which means they said Nigeria one country, but everybody, father, everybody knows his father's house. You understand?
We all know where we come from.
Make anybody no condi tell una say these people. I made an instance for them. Like, say, look, you people from the north, you are more closer than people from Niger, and you speak the same language with people from Niger, northern part of Nigeria, with people from Niger. So ask yourself, if you are not in the same country with people from Niger, how can some people put you together with people from Enugu, Abia, and tell you to be in one country, and your sense cannot tell you that they are forcing you to be together? And you cannot think about it like, no, why are we even together with these people? But they always tell you, but you always try to go against the Igbo and say, oh, the Igbo want to scatter Nigeria. Meanwhile, the people that are forcing you to be together, you cannot see what they are doing to you guys. No. They haven't made your life meaningful. All they have done all this while is to make your life miserable. Terrorism everywhere. But all they want you to see is the Igbos. The Igbos are your problem. The Igbos are your problem. Ask yourself, do you have the same tradition with the Igbos? Do you have the same tradition with the Yorubas? Or you have the same traditions with the people from Niger, people from all those places? You don't have anything to do with people from Yoruba land or Igbo. So why are they trying to force you together? Why are you guys not thinking twice to say, okay, why can't we just come back and think well and say, okay, oh, this forcing, may they allow the Igbo support the movement? Why you guys start pushing from the north and say, see, we don't want this togetherness again. Start pushing from the north that we don't even want them. Let them go. When you guys start speaking, you will understand. By the time everything breaks up, you will understand that the Igbos were not your problem, the Yorubas were not your problem, but your problem you're living inside you, which you can see, but your munafurchi, that is your hypocrisy, will not let you guys see all this nonsense because they have used your brain, they have used your head. Most of them always come. And you know what they say is because they see some of my posts on my TikTok and they be like, "Kai, kana musulmi, kana ka fito daga arewa da sauransu, amma kuma wai kana aiki da sojan America, amma wannan ai kafirci ne." That means you from someone who is a Muslim and this, but you're working